Bring in Fox Weather Hurricane Specialist Bryan Norcross to help us track the latest with Lala. Bryan, as we get these hourly updates, I'm interested to see, now that we do have this kind of first beginnings of those outer rain bands and a steady one at that, moving on to the Big Island, how much of that interaction is going to mess around with Lala?
Yeah, that's the big question. Is the wind hitting the mountains somehow going to impact the direction that the storm moves and the core of the storm? The core is quite a ways south of the Big Island, so boy, is it going to be close. But the Hurricane Center is thinking it still has a significant chance of having that interaction. So we did get the update. It's called a position update in from the National Hurricane Center. They're still holding 65-mile-an-hour winds. I thought they might go up a little bit, and I'll show you why in a second when we look at the velocities on the radar. Still the same motion and still the same estimated pressure. And here you see what's going on. And what I really want to take away from this is what's happening here right around the center. You see this kind of effort to make kind of a donut there. It's kind of fractured and ragged and so forth and so on, but it is trying to make kind of a circle there. And then there's this pretty good band up here and another one up here. So these outer bands are indeed impacting the Big Island right now. Look at how far out the winds go, all the way up to here, 40 miles per hour, and all across the northern part of the Big Island and into Maui. Tropical storm force gusts are occurring. You see 205 miles out from the center. All right, let's look at the winds right there now. And here you see gusting to 38, almost tropical storm force. Up here on the very tip of the northern island, there's an airport up there. It's elevated about 100 feet or so in the air, gusting to 43, so tropical storm force gusts there. Over on Maui, at the main airport there, Kahului, gusting to 35 and gusting to 36 over here on Molokai. And did you see that at 55 on Lanai? But that's elevated up like 1,000 feet. And here in Honolulu, already gusting to 33. So what's happening is the winds are really stretching out. And so this is why there are tropical storm warnings for all of the Hawaiian Islands, hurricane warnings for the Big Island. All right, on the velocities on the radar. So here's the center, obviously. I hesitate to call it an eye because it doesn't really have an eye wall, but essentially an eye. And you can see the direction it's moving just a little bit north of due west. This, where the blue is there, that's a band of strong winds that are related to that, what we saw on the satellite, that ring of stronger winds. And the way you read the radar is the winds on this side are coming toward the radar. They're green. On this side, they're coming away from the radar. The radar is located right there, and they're red. So the velocities are measured with the radar beam. Well, by the time, because of the curvature of the Earth, the radar beam gets out there, and these strong velocities I calculated there are at 6,000 to 10,000 feet. So that's not at the surface. If they measured 75-mile-an-hour winds at the surface, they would call this a hurricane. But last hour, the most I could find was 65 to 70. Now I'm seeing 70 to 75. So I think an indication that we have a slowly strengthening storm. Will it make hurricane strength? I don't know, but it is going to be close. All right, here you can see it on the radar. This is the regular reflectivity that we normally look at. And you can see there's this band where the strong winds are. It's ragged. It's not consolidating, but there are some stronger winds there. And we can kind of see these outer bands too. Look, there's one here and there's one here and there's another one up here. And by the way, this one up here, this distant outer band that is going to affect all the Hawaiian Islands, that's the one that's really piling up the rain, like a foot of rain on the northern end of the Big Island. Lots of spots with 8 and 9 inches of rain from this thing so far. Not just in the last few hours, over the last day, but it's been raining almost continuously up there. Of course, they have rainforests up there, and you get 3 drops on the wind, and you get 5 inches of rain in those places. It's a rainy part of the world, but still, it is really piling piling up. And here you can see what happens with the mountains. So you see you have these two big peaks here on the big island, and then it's kind of right there, there's a spine there. So this left side is completely different than the right side in terms of the climate. But here we can see down here on the southeast side, it's going to really pile up in rain. And as we've seen, the interaction of those tall mountains can really add up the rain in a big, big hurry. Some of the rain is making it over to the other side. So the way this interacts with that mountain is going to be something really interesting. The Hurricane Center is thinking that that mountain interaction will pull the system north, because on the backside here you tend to get low pressure where the wind is diverted around the mountain, and that can kind of pull it north. The other thing that happens is, and I don't know which is the big effect and whether either will have, this is close enough to have either effect, but the wind comes around like this around the storm and it hits the mountain, and then it can't go through the mountain, so it gets diverted this way, and that tends to tighten the storm some, and that tightening of the storm might make it intensify a bit. So all these different things going on as these winds circulating around the storm meet the mountain. The Hurricane Center is still forecasting it to be a 75-mile-an-hour hurricane when it comes at its closest point to the south point on Hilo, and it is right now 95 miles from that south point. Then it resumes a more kind of west-northwest path south of the islands, but we saw how far north those tropical storm force winds extend, and here you can see the yellow means tropical storm force winds over all of the islands. Here we are Sunday morning, like tonight, overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, and then passing on by, you see that's Sunday afternoon, Kauai still getting it then, and then it's pretty much gone on Monday, except not completely. And now, what do the models say? The models say it's not going to make landfall. There's the consensus of the regular models, and there is the European model, the Google model. The European model is part of that consensus. So we'll see. It's a close call. The Hurricane Center is saying better chance. The models are saying maybe not. Anyway, it's going to be close, and it's more a technical thing. That won't affect the weather on land. Still, all the winds and the rain and all are coming to land. But then on Monday, when that storm is way up there, look at the tail all the way back here with moisture. So the moisture is going to be slow to move out even after the winds let up. So on these windward-facing sides, the east sides of these mountains, the rain is really going to pile up on all of the islands. You can see even Oahu and Kauai have these bright reds. And look, you're up here in the 8 to, say, 18-inch range from both of these.
Hey, Bryan, I'm curious.
And go ahead, Bain.
We're talking about the Google DeepMind and how spectacular it was through all of the EPAC season, Central Pacific last year. So much credence has been put into this, right? So when you look at I'm wondering if this is almost like a real-time experiment, right? You've got the National Hurricane Center saying, no, we're going to see the influence of Mauna Loa, Mauna Kea, and the mountains tug this north, even though the Google DeepMind is still persistent in their runs, keeping it south with no landfall. So it's almost like testing what we know as meteorologists versus the DeepMind.
Well, the very high-resolution NOAA hurricane models insist that this thing is going to get deflected north by the mountains. The European model says, no, it's going to stay south. The Google model says south. Now, the Google model, remember, is an AI model, so it's trained on past experience. We don't have that many examples of a storm coming near a mountain with high-resolution data on the track and so forth. So it doesn't have a whole lot of experience with that. So I'm not sure that the Google model would pick up on it. With AI models, you're never totally sure exactly what it knows and what it doesn't know. But in any case, we're going to find out here in the next few hours as this thing goes by south of the big island of Hawaii.
Hey, absolutely. We're going to have to watch and see, that's for sure. Bryan, we really appreciate your expertise on this. We'll be checking back in with you in the next hour. Fox Weather Hurricane Specialist Bryan Norcross, thanks again.